Hi, Gary from MrG Shave. Head Shave Friday, or Friday Head Shave, whichever way around you want to put it. I think this is number 55, Head Shave number 55. Can't believe I've done that many head shave videos. Right, so I'm going to talk through, as usual. I mean, the only real hardware, there's two items of hardware. There's the Yaqi brush, so that's the Yaqi 30mm. I call it the White Knight. I don't know what its correct name is, white resin, whatever. And I'm using my Henson razor. I haven't given this an outing in a while, so I thought, you know, why not? This is an excellent head shaver. So as far as the software is concerned, I'm just going to get straight on with the shave. Let's just get some water in on the subject. Drop my brush and razor in. The razor's got a Super ShaveX blade in it on its second use. So let's just wet the head down. And the pre-shave I'm going to use is Proraso Blue. So that's it there. So I hope everybody's had a great week. Just going to rub this between my hands and just put it straight on. And I hope everybody's got plans this weekend, whether they involve alcohol or not. I've actually got a busy day tomorrow. It's one of my grandson's birthday parties, so it's going to be interesting trying to fit the shave in tomorrow, and go to the party and upload the video. So I don't know what time the video will get up there. I'm putting a bit more pre-shave on, I think. But suffice to say, it will be uploaded at some point. I may try and get the shave in the first thing in the morning, and get the video edit done before I leave for the party at lunchtime. But we'll see how it goes. I've got a new razor in the den. I know I said one in, one out, but in the end I've been persuaded by multiple people to buy this razor, so to hell with that rule. It didn't last long, did it? Right, so the soap I'm using, I think this was from Scott. Forgive me if it isn't, but I'm pretty sure this is from Scott. He sent me a whole tub of this Derby soap. So I have used it once off camera, some time ago now. So I just thought I'd give it an outing today. I just load it up. This is, if I remember correctly, I did try this when I first got it, I think. This is an excellent soap. Yeah, it's not an artisan, but it does a great job. So, just loading up the brush. I think I've got enough there. So, a bit more water on the old solar panels. And let's get on with it. Got a lovely scent to this. I do like it. There's something citrusy in there. I'm not sure what else, but I can definitely get citrus of some sort. I wouldn't say it's in your face citrus. It's a really pleasant shaving sort of scent. Masculine, yes, but it could be used by the ladies to do their legs or their faces if that's what you do. I would say it's sort of a unisex scent. It's a great scent. I love it. I think that's actually ready. Doesn't need a lot of water to lather up. Look at that. That's really good. So I haven't shaved all week because I think I've nicked myself a few times on the head, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to give it a week just to recover and try again. So let's put that soap over there out of the way. So Henson razor, this is the medium aggression, not that the medium is aggressive at all. But this is a really easy razor to use for head shaving. Really easy to find the angle. Nice and mild. You can't feel the blade really. You can hear it cutting and you can feel a little bit of resistance, but that's about it. And the resistance is because I've got a full 7 days worth of growth. So 7 days worth of gross. Yeah. Gross hair growth, never mind, eh? Bit of a Freudian slip, I think. Really comfortable using this. Really, really comfortable. And the lather is plenty slick enough. When you consider this is right down at the bottom of the budget end soaps. And it can outperform some of the so-called artisans. You don't have to spend a fortune to get a good soap. The only thing I would advise you not to get is the canned goop or the gels that you used to use with your cartridge razors. I just don't think that does the same job. Now there's plenty left. There's some nice slickness there, even though it's only the first pass. But as I say, you don't have to use high-priced artisan soaps to get a good shave. We as YouTubers, in the community tend to, well, I like to try and show both. I like to try and show the high-end stuff, although I'm not a Martin de Candra sort of league person. I haven't got any Martin de Candra, which I think is probably one of the most expensive soaps. I think the most expensive soaps I've got are probably Lothar, and I would say Saponificio Varicino. I think if I remember correctly, that was one of the first soaps I bought. Well, it wasn't the first, but certainly up there, probably in the first 5 soaps that I bought. The first soap I bought was Taylorville Bond Street Sandalwood, which is a great cream, fantastic cream. I've never tried any of their pucks, their hard pucks. But that cream, still one of my favourites to this day. And it's only recently, in terms of scent strength, been beaten by Spitfire. So in terms of, I mean, Spitfire's probably scent strength 7 and Taylorville Bond Street I would say is, no, Spitfire is scent strength 8 and Taylorville Bond Street is 7. So different scents, but it's just the in your, you know, how in your face that soap is in terms of scent strength. This is great soap, really good. I've forgotten how good this is. Right across the grain. So smooth, this razor, really good. And I don't know whether any of you have seen the Henson razor advert. I'll try and link it below. It's actually got me in it, so I was quite surprised that they actually wanted to use my footage. But you know, I say that the fit and finish of this is stunning, and it really is. When you, this is a 3-piece razor, and actually when you undo this, it's incredible. The actual, there's no movement in the handle as you undo it. It's stunning. But yeah, they approached me well after I bought this via email, and I was only too glad. You know, I'm about showing people a different way to shave, you know, and as IMCDB says, evangelizing about this method of shaving, the double-edged razors and SEs and things like that. I don't do freebies. I have once had a freebie, and that was from Bobby G Strops, and he wanted me to do a review, and I said I was willing to pay for it, but he wouldn't have it. So, but it was an excellent strop, so, and I've kept it because it's so good. So it's staying in the den. But yeah, that's the only freebie I've had, other than samples from subscribers. I've missed some up here. Other than samples from subscribers, those are the only freebies I've ever had. And I don't encourage any vendor to send me anything for free. If they want me to try something out, send me a sample by all means. I've got no problem with that. And if I like it, I'll buy it. I'm happy to pay for it. But I'm not one to chase after freebies, shall we say. I think it's important for YouTubers in this community to be honest about the products and where they come from, and you know, if you haven't bought them, then just say, I haven't bought this, I've been sent this for review. That's fine, you know, just be open and honest about it. I think that, you know, just like I've had a conversation with another YouTuber, I'm not going to mention him by name, but I've had a deep conversation with another YouTuber about no particular company in particular, but just about, you know, the fact that when we stand here talking to camera and uploading these videos, we're actually influencing people, and we have to be very careful not to exaggerate the products that we're using, because you can end up having the result where people buy that soap on the back of your recommendation and your review, and they end up being quite disappointed by it. I think one of the best phrases in this community is YMMV, your mileage may vary, and you have to think about, you know, you have to understand that the YouTubers producing the content for you, for people to watch, are talking about the products, hardware, software, from their point of view. So it's their personal experience. And the fact is, your experience of those products may differ. So we're all different. We have different skin types, different hair thickness, different beard growth, different sensitivities to creams and soaps. So you always have to take, you know, what I say and what other YouTubers say with a pinch of salt in some respects. You know, we can talk about slickness, which is generally, you know, what am I doing now? I'm going against the grain, which is, I think, probably universally felt across the board. But we can talk about scent strength, but that, you know, everybody's olfactory glands, everybody's sense of smell is different. So where I may say Taylorville Bond Street is scent strength 7 and is quite in your face, others may think, well, that's not that strong, or others may think it's even stronger than that. You know, it's important to understand that we're all different, I think. And we experience the products differently, although there are some universally felt things like, you know, when I do the Battle of the Blades, for instance, I think everybody should be able to feel the differences that I feel. They may not feel that the differences are as big as I experience, but, you know, for instance, in my last Battle of the Blades, you know, there was a huge difference. I think it was the Gillette Ruby against the Gillette Nasset or Nasset, however you want to pronounce it. I'm going to go over this way. God, I've lost my dexterity here. So always, if you buy something that's recommended by us, you know, in this community and on the YouTube channel, always use it for the first time with an open mind, because you may completely, after using it for the first time, you may completely disagree with something that a YouTuber has said. But we can, you know, we can only talk about the products that we use from our own personal experience. But as I say, sometimes things get overhyped. I mean, I've bought something that has had a lot of coverage, and I'm going to be showing it to you tomorrow. It's had a lot of coverage, and it's been covered by people that I respect in the community. And if I was avoiding buying it because you're jumping on the bandwagon. Well, I did recently with, for instance, Lothar soaps. I ordered that. It's a great soap, don't get me wrong, but you know, that was hyped up to be one of the best soaps out there. It's not. There are plenty of other soaps that are far less money that are better than that in terms of slickness. But again, it's down to personal preference. It's down to, you know, if you love the scent that Lothar produces, then that's going to be the best soap in your den. If you hate it, it's going to be the worst soap in your den. It's down to personal preference. You can't, you know, you can't, I can't say what you're going to experience and whether you're going to like something or not. You know, all I can say is if something really appeals to me, I can tell you I like it, and I can tell you I think most people will like it. But other than that, there's plenty of slipness here. I've missed some bits, so I'm going to go over those. I've got a couple of tram lines at the back here. But yeah, it can be, when you sometimes get feedback from a subscriber or a viewer to say, you know what, I don't agree with that. I really don't. You know, you said this soap was XYZ. Well, that can sometimes happen. It's down to skin type, it's down to technique, it's down to, you know, or this soap disagreed with me, it burnt me, and this, that and the other. And you have to understand that we can only talk from the experience that we have. You know, this soap doesn't burn me, this Derby soap doesn't burn me at all, but no soap has. I don't have sensitive skin. I don't think I have particularly oily skin. So I can only talk about my experience from my point of view. But yeah, so that's the end of the show. Well, not the end of the show, I've got to finish off, but that's the end of the talk or discussion. It was a long conversation I had with another YouTuber, and it was all about, you know, potentially giving good, bad reviews about products, making or breaking a product. I think the main thing is that we as YouTubers have to be honest and true to ourselves and our own opinion, and we have to make it very clear to our subscribers and our viewers that they may not agree with what we've experienced. They may have a different experience, especially when you come to hardware. I think, you know, hardware is a very personal thing, as is the soap scent. But yeah, that's it. Right, so let me, I'm going to clean up and I'll be right back. Right, I'm back. That feels great. I've actually done the cold water rinse, and I haven't done the alum. So I'm going on with Lucky Tiger, which is one of my favourite sort of tonics. I know people use it as an aftershave, but oh, that's so nice. Oh, a bit more of that. Really nice. I'll put it on my face first, I think. Right. Yeah. Next is going to be Duru, which is a Turkish lemon scented cologne. Oh, that's nice. A little bit of burn, not much, only at the back here where I went over those pickups. Tiny little bit of burn. But yeah, very nice. And then I haven't used this in quite a long time, Nivea Men. This always gives me probably the best skin feel of all the creams. Again, this is my personal opinion. I know others love the Arco. I like the Arco, don't get me wrong, but this Nivea stuff to me, oh, it just gives me the feel that I'm after. The Arco is pretty good, I have to say, but I think out of the two I prefer this one. But yeah, so there you go, ladies and gentlemen, that's the end of the shave. Tomorrow I will be introducing a new razor. I'm sorry if I've waffled on about, you know, trying to get the message across that you may not agree with some of the stuff that we say. Whether you're a subscriber, a viewer, a non-subscriber, shall we say, or even a manufacturer. You know, that could happen where a manufacturer doesn't like what you have to say about their products, and I'm sorry, but if you're going to get it, you know, if we go out there and buy a product and we don't like it and we say we don't like it, we're being true to ourselves We have to understand that we have a responsibility as influencers though. So I try not to say anything negative about anybody if I can possibly avoid it. If it's out and out wrong, then I will say something. But you know, I try to not put any manufacturer down. There's only ever been one soap, and I think you all remember what that soap was. It was a lime scented soap, and I think you all know which one I'm talking about. It's in a wooden bowl. Yeah, that was a disaster of a soap. That's the only soap that I've felt I've had to really say this is a waste of time. But yeah, so anyway, from me, that's the end of my chat and the end of my shave. Great head shave. I tell you what, the Henson, I'd highly recommend that to anybody who head shaves. Brilliant razor, nice and comfortable. From me and the Henson razor, I'll see you tomorrow using a brand new razor. Bye for now.